Let's draw toilets.
It's time for another Go-Go Mock Rocket Sheep.
Hello and welcome to the toilet edition of Go-Go Mock Rocket Sheep. We're drawing toilets by popular request. Believe it or not, it's going to be a lot of fun. Easy, medium, and hard mode. Let's go.
Easy mode. Okay, for easy mode, toilet edition, we are going to draw a porta potty, like the kind that you would find in an event. So we're going to start with one line, like that, and another line, like that, and then let's make that into a diamond, like that. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make it 3D. So draw one line up, and then another line up, and we're going to do it not like with vanishing points. We're going to do it isometric style. So we're going to try to make the same shape down there that we made up, or we're going to make the same shape up there that we did down there. So there we have it, right? Not bad. It looks like a rectangle, which is kind of what a porta potty looks like. Then what we're going to do is on the top, we're going to add a little, so make a little curve and make the same curve here as you do there, right? Okay. Then connect it over here, and it's going to go over the top of it. This is kind of the roof of the porta potty, right? And they usually have a little so I'm just adding a few more of these curved lines, and then in the middle of that we're going to add a little square, and this is sort of the usually kind of a skylight sort of a deal, right? Okay, nice. Then on the side it usually has vents, so we're going to draw a bunch of lines like this, and then we're going to draw a little line up like that on that corner, and then a little line up on that corner of the line. There's the vent, and then there's a door, and the door kind of, it's not like the whole thing, it kind of like punches out of it, right? So we're going to draw a little line, a little rectangle within the rectangle. Nice. And then they're usually like curved, like the rectangle door, like this. So some people call that shape a squircle, a squarey circle. There we go. But anyway, go like that. Boop, 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 boop. Nice. Then we're going to draw a sign here, and we're going to draw a little one of those bathroom dudes on it. So the head is usually detached from the body for some reason, and then the body is roundy. Not bad. Then a little handle here, and then the hinges open outward. So for a hinge, just drew a little circle. I'll zoom in so you can see. A little circle, a line down, and then you just add these lines, and you have a hinge. So that is kind of what our porta potty looks like. I guess it usually stands up on a little kind of platform. I'm trying to think what else do I remember about porta potties. That's kind of it. So our easy mode, taking a rectangle, making it 3D, isometric style, so that it doesn't have a vanishing point, but rather, you know, all angles kind of extend into infinity. And let's ink it up and color it up. With art, it's sort of similar to a lot of different things in life. Usually the more time you spend on it, the better it turns out, the better it looks, the happier you're going to be with the result. One of the reasons why I love doing digital art is because there's a lot of like time-saving tools like undo and erase and layers and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the art still looks better if you spend more time on it, and I spend a bit of time on this. There is our easy mode toilet, a porta potty in isometric style, loose isometric. I had a little fun with the shading. I think it turned out pretty good. Medium mode. Okay, for medium mode, we are actually going to just draw a regular old toilet, and kind of in that same isometric style, just a 3D toilet. And it's a little trickier than the porta potty because we have to use a number of different shapes sort of in 3D. So I thought I'd leave that to the medium mode. So we start like this with a rectangle, like so. Nice. Okay. Then we build it down. Like that. Okay. So, you know, it's a bit of a different shape of a rectangle, but it's still sort of isometric style, as in there is no vanishing point, right? Then we draw the case, the top of the toilet that sits down over top. Nice. Then draw a handle. So you do a little circle here, pop it out, and then bring the lever back like that. So that, you know, you press it and it goes down, and then the thing goes up. Nice. Then what we need is the back of the toilet. So it goes like this. Got our little thing there, comes down like so. Okay. Then we're gonna have the bowl, which is a oval, like so. Like, there we go. That's a bit of a better oval, right? It's starting to look like a toilet. So this part has the lip, and then it has the bowl comes down. Just draw it like this for now, although that's not exactly what it's like, but good enough for now. Okay, then there's the toilet seat, which you know, comes like this, like a little whoop whoop, like a little C that sits on top. And the last thing is the flap, the actual seat, right, which goes up like that. Beautiful. And it's getting a little messy, so I'm just gonna take my eraser here and quickly clean up some of the lines so that we can see which lines we are intending to keep. There we go. Okay. After that is the base of the toilet, which is again a little rectangle, and this bowl kind of goes into it like that, and this comes down like this, and then we got that little, I don't know what it is, but it's like a little cap or something that sits over a bolt. But yeah, there's a basic toilet right there. Oh, it's kind of funny to draw a toilet. Nice. So, one more time. The shapes are, we have our 3D rectangle. We have another 3D rectangle that comes down like this. We have our circle, which is a bowl, and then they come into a base like that. And the rectangle, the handle, the lid, and the seat. One thing that I get used to doing digital art is the ability to erase an inked line. And if you're working on a pen and paper, you can't erase inked lines. You have to choose your inked lines very carefully. There is our medium mode toilet. Looks a little wonky. That's okay. Hard mode. Because I might be getting a little too used to erasing my inked lines using digital art, today's hard mode, I challenged myself to paint a picture of a washroom from a reference, but not using any pencils or erasing or any of that. Just doing inked lines with a brush, committing, and just making it happen. And this had a couple different effects. First is you have to really choose your lines carefully, as you can see, because there's no way of getting rid of it once you've committed to that line. The second is, you know, when you're inking a painting, as you go, there's not really anywhere to rest your hand, right? Because if you rest your hand on the painting, it's going to smudge because that ink is still wet. So just trying to get good lines with my hand hovering or bracing my arm from my elbow, or all kinds of different little techniques. But anyway, it was a good challenge to do this because it's not something I'm used to doing, right? Normally I have that pencil process, and this time I really wanted to challenge myself, and it turned out okay.
It turned out all right. It's kind of crappy.
Extra credit!
Thanks for doing the extra credit assignment. It looks pretty cool. I love seeing it. This week's extra credit is you want to take an object and try to draw it three-dimensionally. You could do isometric style so that, you know, the vanishing point doesn't exist. It just kind of each angle continues on into oblivion. You could try that. That'd be awesome. Or if you wanted to, you could try to do it vanishing point style. But just pick an object and try to draw it in 3D. That's your extra credit for this week.
Art you sent in!
Thank you so much for sending in art. I love seeing it. And of course, you can always email me your art at gogomockrocketsheep@gmail.com. That's GOGOMACHROCKETSHEEP@gmail.com. Email it there, and I'll put it in next week's video. Thanks so much. See you next time.